In today's video, I will be telling you what in my opinion is the best way to tier up in Vanguard Season 2. First of all, I need to point out this will be specifically for Vanguard, so no Warzone or I guess Modern Warfare or Cold War. If you would like to see tips on those games, then be sure to comment down below and drop a like on this. I might make a video where I will cover every single game and the best strategies on those to tier up, but right now we will be mainly concentrating on Vanguard. Before we fully get into it though, if you're new here, be subscribe. We're on the road to 31,000 subscribers, and also be sure drop a like on the video as that does really help out. Now quickly, I'm going to cover multiplayer, as just to point it out, it's not the best strategy. Obviously multiplayer is a bit difficult even if you're a good player or a bad player because there is skill-based matchmaking. I've discovered that even in some really good games I wasn't able to tier up very fast, and it's definitely not the strategy that I would recommend for you to do the most. But if you were interested in doing it, definitely playing game modes like, let's say now they have up close and personal, which is just really small maps. Definitely playing really small maps is the best thing to do, and core or hardcore will do because core has a really fast time to kill and hardcore, you know, it's almost instant. But then again, you have to worry about skill-based matchmaking. You might perform very well, get a reasonable amount of tier progression. Once you back out, you go into another game, and that could be absolute painful hell. Now before we fully move on to the second strategy, which is going to take place on zombies, yes, it's bad that it takes place on zombies, but do bear in mind it is actually very good. If you perhaps played during Cold War, you might have received tokens that could give you double battle pass progression. So normally you wouldn't have double battle pass XP. Now they should show up on Vanguard itself, so you don't have to hop over to Cold War to activate them, since for me every single one that I unlocked during Cold War's life cycle, I have them on the game. And if you activate them, yeah, they take 1 hour, but maybe if you hop onto multiplayer, then using them would be the best thing to do under, because the zombie strategy will require you to go up rounds. Now obviously we have two different zombies maps right now, or I guess you could call it zombie objective game modes, and yes, they are not the best, but honestly tiering up in them is really good. I don't like zombies on this game, even though I'm a zombies channel and, you know, make zombies content. It's not very good. The whole fact that you cannot pause is a huge issue with this strategy, and another one is it's kind of boring. So the best thing you could probably do to keep yourself entertained is maybe throw on a podcast in the background, some music, or watch a YouTube video or Netflix, whatever you want to watch during that time to keep yourself interested. But obviously a podcast or something like that could be probably easier than watching something, because this will be extremely time consuming, but it can be worth it. So let's say you activate a double XP token, you hop into Fang or Meradicta, and you go up in the rounds. Now on Fang, this is very easy because all you have to do is spawn in, complete a certain amount of objectives, and you will be into the void objective, because that's the main thing you want to do. Void objectives will make you fly through the rounds, and you can be on round 20 in no time, because in my opinion going up to round 20, which is the max health cap from my understanding, it's kind of the best thing to do. Then exfilling with a double battle pass XP token on, you can actually tier up quite a lot. I discovered this during my last few hours of season 1 trying to finish the battle pass, which I didn't, but they had double battle pass tier progression, which I kind of got to experience the most. And out of like surviving 15 to 20 rounds, I was coming out with a solid amount of tiers. I think it was like 4 to 5, which was a lot. But if you don't have double battle pass tiers, you will be coming out of like 20 minutes with 2.5 to 3 tiers, which is pretty good. If you hop in with more than one player into a match, it will spawn in more zombies, but then it definitely will be more entertaining if you do it with friends instead of listening to a podcast or anything like that. And obviously to cover the actual DLC that came out with season 2, Terra Maldicta, I think it's definitely way better to do high rounds on there. I find it more enjoyable because I can train in a really large area, but the main thing that sucks with it is you have to complete the Easter egg, which is a solid like 40-ish minutes, so you're definitely better off hopping onto Fang and doing this, even though Fang is kind of poo-poo. Now you could complete normal objectives and go up in the rounds, but that is definitely way more time consuming than actually just doing the round-based experience that's in the game. And if you want a really good weapon build, I recommend using the Einhorn shotgun. I leave the exact attachments that I recommend for you to use in the description, as I don't want to fill up this video with me going over the attachments and you trying to go through every single one in the video itself. So that's why I'll just leave them in the description, so your life is way easier, because that shotgun with a certain amount of attachments and a combination of Ring of Fire that's upgraded, mwah. Now if you want like a strategy on Fang inside of Shinonuma to go up on high rounds, I recommend going into this area. It's kind of like this little corner. It could get a bit sticky in there, and I have used a ray gun, and and you know, the splash damage does affect you a lot, but this is a great time to progress in your camos. This is a good strategy on Vang to unlock some of the camos on the weapons, and later in the week I will be making a video on the fastest way to unlock Dark Ether on Terra Maldicta, and I found that using a rocket launcher is actually really fast, because if you shoot the rocket launcher at like a group of zombies multiple times at once, keeping your distance, you can fly through the rounds very fast. But again, getting to that point, it's kind of time consuming, but hey, you get a pack-a-punch weapon out of it, multiple different stuff, and then you can just go into the void and chill in there for a few rounds, come out, buy perks, go back and chill some more. Now, you don't have to specifically play 20 rounds, you could play 10 rounds, because if you play 10 rounds, let's say you maybe get half of what you get for playing 20 rounds, exfil, rinse and repeat, definitely faster than going in for 20 rounds, having to play for a ridiculous amount of time because you can't pause, you can't go AFK because you get kicked and stuff like that. But in my opinion, it is definitely the best thing, and I will be definitely using this strategy the most, playing zombies, going for high rounds. Yeah, it's boring, but at least I get to progress in my battle pass and unlock some of the tiers super fast and get even to tier 100 super fast. So hopefully this video did help you in some kind of way. Again, if you would like to see a video where I break down Cold War, Warzone, and even more of Vanguard, I can make a video like that if you want to see it. Obviously, I feel like some people will be looking for Warzone stuff, and some people will be looking for Cold War stuff, and some people will be looking for Vanguard stuff. I feel like the people who are looking for Warzone and Cold War are probably not here. Actually, there's one more game, Modern Warfare, man, 2019. That was so long ago. But hey, hopefully I helped you in some kind of way. Hopefully I explained it, and I know I bragged on for a little bit, but I just kind of wanted to get into the little details, stuff like that. Some of you might have already known these strategies, so sorry for wasting your time. Again, if you're new here, please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.